ever since I can remember, I was a competitive athlete growing up. I was recruited to play lacrosse at West Point, where I graduated in 2017 as an infantry officer. My first duty assignment was out at Fort Carson, Colorado, where I was a rifle platoon leader and had the opportunity to deploy to the Middle East in 2019. While overseas, 4 of my soldiers attempted suicide, one of which I unfortunately witnessed. Upon getting home, we had a soldier die by suicide not even 6 months after getting back. As leaders, we reflect praise and shoulder blame, and that hits you hard. Upon getting to my next assignment, started drinking, lashing out. The nightmares started. More suicides in that unit. After getting out of the military, you think that it's just going to get all get better. And for me, on paper, it should have been, right? I was getting married. I was on my way to business school. Life should have been good, but internally I was crumbling. Upon getting to business school, I was dragging around this intense blame, guilt, shame from the military, and then met with this intense imposter syndrome upon arriving at Wharton. And, as leaders, it's really challenging to reach out for help and to actually take a knee, put your hand up and say, hey, I'm hurting here, especially when it comes to mental health. And that first semester, I finally reached out for help. And, the VA's solution to me was pills. I left my first appointment with like 3 medications. By the end of my first semester, I was on 9. Was completely different person, numb to myself, numb to the world, apathetic to everyone. And, when the solutions fail and the help doesn't help, you start to think that you're the problem. You start to think that, you're the reason why, right? And 2 months into my second semester at Wharton, after achieving everything I had thought I ever wanted, I was hospitalized at the Philadelphia VA with suicidal ideation. I was given 2 benzos, and I woke up in a red jumpsuit in their locked inpatient unit, and I've never been more scared in my entire life, never been more dehumanized, and seeing what it's like on the inside of those facilities, it is something that will live with me forever. I credit this VA psychiatrist with saving my life because he told me 2 things. First, he told me, hey, those 9 medications that we have you on, you can't take those anymore. Those are lethal. No wonder why you're feeling like this. And 2, and he leaned in close, and he said, you really need to check out psychedelics. I can't tell you where to go, how to do them, where to find them, or I will literally lose my medical license, but you seem like a relatively smart guy. You should do your homework. And I just started reading study after study after study after study from some of the best institutions of the world, Johns Hopkins, Imperial College of London, NYU, and I was just blown away by the safety, the efficacy, and, I had to have an experience for myself. And when I finally mustered up the courage to have, a psilocybin experience, I credit it with saving my life. It felt like I was able to take off this 100-pound rucksack that I was dragging around still from the military, and all that blame, guilt, shame finally lifted. 7 days after that experience, I had another soldier die by suicide, and I started this mission the next day. And that was 2.5 years ago now, and we've been able to help now 35 veterans through our program. We help veterans heal from past trauma, find themselves, and prepare for what comes next in life. We provide them with the continuous tools and community to build the sustainable habits that they need in order to live the life that they envision for themselves and that they deserve. We're seeing veterans have unbelievable results, but what's even more exciting is that they're finding that community that they have lost since the military. We want to help as many veterans as possible, and in order to do that, we need your support. Spread the word, stay engaged with Truxtun to learn more about the veteran mental health epidemic, and donate. We need your support, and every little bit helps and goes directly towards potentially saving a veteran's life. If you have a loved one or someone you think could benefit from the work that we do at Truxtun, please send them our way.